All right, we're back, coming to you live from the People Cave. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my left, sorry, I got too used to saying right last week. To my left, David, that boy Ruff.
Yeah, on behalf of everyone, let me be the first to officially welcome everyone to the new studio. It's been a long road. It was a tough move, but we got here. We did everything ourselves. There were no hunks here to help us. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to the hunks. Shout out to the hunks, especially the hunk who said he could beat Canelo.
It's the same hunk who bled all over our couch.
We've got his blood. So.
But I think he got most of it off, which was very nice of the hunk to do.
I felt bad we didn't have any Band-Aids. Because the last thing you want is a damaged hunk.
I'll be honest. When blood gets on something, getting it mostly off usually isn't enough for me.
We're the least likely company to have Band-Aids on hand, though, if you think about it. You can't expect us to come through with a first aid kit.
Yeah, but if you're a moving company, don't you think having a first aid kit would be a good thing to have on hand yourself?
Probably.
Okay, so I'm not trying to expose the hunks right now. Maybe I shouldn't try to.
We are trying to give the couch away, or I don't think it's worth selling. We're probably going to give it away. Should we disclose that there's hunk blood on it before we do so?
A hunk of burning blood.
What type is he?
I don't know.
You know your boy's a universal donor.
You type O?
O
negative?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know what my shit
coursing
is.
through my
do you know
veins.
yours is?
Nah.
I don't either.
I don't
How do you
care.
find out?
I think you know at birth. You should ask your parents.
Really? They test it?
Yeah.
So you found out at birth and just knew since then?
Well, it was told to me at a later time when I was at a more developed brain.
I feel like I've donated blood. I feel like I should know from that, but I just feel like I put it in my head and just didn't think about
Nobody
it.
wants your mid-ass blood. I'm sorry.
I feel like there's got to be a couple people out there who are
I
like,
need
actually,
your blood.
I could use a little.
I want your blood.
I finished watching that this weekend. I forgot how it ended.
It's quite the ending.
Yeah, it turns out that I think I just watched the oil field scenes like every other time I'd seen that movie.
You
And
gotta watch the bowling alley.
yeah,
scene.
watching the bowling alley scene, I kind of forgot about it, and it got me a little fired up to like kill my competitors and stuff.
I still can't get over Dave's Elvis Presley he did a couple minutes ago.
Are you doing this because Elon tweeted an Elvis Presley lyric yesterday?
No, what did he tweet?
Said, "Love me tender." Find out how Elon Musk quit tweeting an Elvis lyric leads to him buying Twitter.
That's something I've probably tweeted, but it was love me chicken tenders, because you know me. I love chicken. Anyway, thanks for having me, Will.
What about this new office, though,
It's fine.
huh? What?
It's surprisingly
If you're watching
quiet
this
here.
on the YouTubes, it probably doesn't look that different because we have the same curtains and shit. But we're gonna make some changes in here, folks.
Just wait. These aren't going to be our curtains for long. Very soon, we're going to have beef curtains right behind us.
We're not gonna have beef curtains, but we are gonna change the
Arby's dropped a bag on the new stew.
Yeah,
the
well, that was
studio
supposed
quite
to
a
be the
bit.
big surprise, but yeah, they are now our title sponsor.
I didn't know any of
We
this.
are obligated to say we have the meat 6 times per episode. It's a 2-year deal. It'll be over before you know it. So if you don't like it,
That's a lot of meat.
you
Promotion.
I'll get half of those.
Okay. Very sick.
Well, we had Dylan out for a week. Are we allowed to talk about the surgery you were getting?
I didn't have surgery on
Didn't
my
you get a
rib cage.
Swedish procedure on something downstairs?
A Swedish procedure?
Yeah.
He got a buttholeoplasty.
No, I didn't have any surgery. I was just very sick.
You were sick.
From all the meds that they
here's
gave you
something
during the
just
surgery?
Super gross. I think I had a sinus infection.
That's so fucking sick.
I think, and I'm still kind of dealing with it a little bit. I feel fine, but
So you want to hear something creepy about that?
over the past like 8 days, David, 8 or 9 days, I could have filled up like a 5-gallon bucket of the mucus,
All right.
the phlegm, the snot that has
That's
escaped my body.
That's one bodily fluid that people don't want to hear about.
It was truly
I was
disgusting.
worried about you because, you were down bad. I mean, you missed the entire week last
It was
week.
tough.
So
How
I
did
hit
you
up
ever get
Brittany. I was
by?
like, hey, is there anything I can do? Can I bring over anything? She's like, can you get us some Kleenex? Dylan's just been blowing his nose into a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket
No.
next to our bed, trying
I
to prove to me that he has gallons of stuff coming
I
out
was
of his
disposing
body.
of it properly
Okay.
via tissue.
Yeah.
But man, it was just gross. But I was hawking up like
Yeah,
raw
man.
oysters, man. It was
Okay.
gross.
They were calling you Tony Hawk.
I know. It was crazy. Anyway,
And
I'm
you got
back.
Will sick. Thanks.
Yeah, out of solidarity, I decided to get sick with Dylan.
Will had to
get
miss
Will.
the move. He didn't get to say hi to the host.
Lots of folks are getting sick.
No,
right
I didn't.
now.
I didn't miss the whole move. I was an absolute grind boy with Randy, making sure that if I was going to be sick on move day, that I would at least have my work done the night before by packing up a bunch of shit. I want to get ahead of that.
I did participate
You
in the
didn't get to meet
move.
the hunks.
I didn't get.
I
to
was
meet
the first
host.
one at the office on Thursday morning to greet the hunks. So I did best I could.
Sending the text that I was too sick to come in on moving day was a tough text to send because that is something you don't want to hear from
Especially
a coworker.
after talking shit about me all week about how, Dylan's just conveniently sick
listened.
during moving
He
week.
listened.
Yeah, I know what y'all are talking about. I have my ear to the ground, jerks. Or this is just speaker, so y'all do a podcast. So
Yeah, I was gonna say what platform did you listen with your ear to the ground?
I don't know.
It's all right. You
But
don't
I
have
heard
to
y'all
entertain
talking
that.
shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
I wasn't. I was like, dude, stop.
No.
I was like, dude, Dylan's legit
No.
sick. That's not even cool. He could have something serious. He could need a bacchiotomy.
What's that?
Is that where they blow it out?
Is that where they blow out my back,
That's what the
David?
doctor said you needed.
Really?
No. Anyway,
Huh,
I'm on this.
interesting.
I'm gone off this Mayan mocha, so I
I use-
apologize.
I just
Damn
used
it.
our new coffee machine over there to make this, and it's very strong.
I don't like the size of your Yeti.
I don't like the size of your face, man.
Hey, how
I
much
feel like
waste?
my face is normal.
How much waste did your coffee have afterward? Like, was there like a pod item? That,
Significantly less than yours, since mine's recyclable, and you have a plastic cup over there that you will be throwing away.
Oh, got him.
why
So-
is there a recycling logo on the bottom?
You're not going to recycle that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for you to recycle that.
We actually can.
If
We
you don't
got a- we
reduce
got
and
the thing
reuse
right
with that
outside.
thing, I'm
Mayan
going to call
mocha?
you out.
What's all in there? Is it optimized?
Are you sure that the mocha's actually from the Mayans?
Yeah, how do
Like-
you know?
Mayan, not the mines, not like the salt mines.
Right, Mayan. I know what Mayan means. Sound really
Careful
what-
drinking that so fast, it's going to come out your end.
No, but really, what's in there? You walked across the street and purchased it? What's in there?
I don't know.
David?
It's what I used to always get when it was the trailer near Grand X, old Grand X, last office, the paint factory.
same place.
Why didn't we
different
move into the old
location.
paint factory? You got to think that place is vacant.
I bet it's, dude. The company that we shared that little space with, the pill company, they got paid. Somebody bought them out, and I think they all made out very well.
Was it Purdue
Good.
Pharma?
I loved it. I loved to
Probably,
see,
probably
you love to see
pushing-
medical companies winning.
got to.
Yeah.
No, I think they were actually like a cool one. I think they specialized in like cheaper drugs.
Oh, they didn't gouge people.
So it wasn't like, man, sorry, that insulin that you need is gonna be
It's-
$1,200.
Yeah, it's $16,000 a month. Hopefully, you can afford it. Insurance doesn't cover it.
I have a story about that, but I won't make you guys listen.
Randy's a big Purdue Pharma guy.
Yeah, what's your problem, Randy?
Pushing P.
I wonder who's in that office now. The old Grand X one. Legitimately a cool office. Just a little pricey for Grand X
It seems
and us, to be fair. But we're not doing
No,
that.
you always lay off
We
a
could
third
do
of
a
the
month
company,
there.
and then you get a bigger office that could fit 3 times the company. That's the motto.
Yeah. Yeah, we had about 8,000 square feet, and we were using about 900 of it.
Yeah.
It was
We had a
cool.
ping pong table and a
We
FIFA
did.
station. It was fun.
Where's our ping pong table gonna go?
We're not going to. That's.
Is it because you're bad at it and that's why you never played?
No, it's because, like, oh, we're a startup. We have to have a ping. No, you don't have to have a ping
Dude,
pong.
that ping
No,
pong table
dude, that
was the most fun anybody
Yeah,
ever had.
That ping pong table bonded us together more than literally anything
Yeah,
else.
the
in that
company was collapsing around us. Like, oh, let's just get a game in. Like, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Sometimes
pretty
you have to
much.
do that little reprieve to make
Yeah.
yourself feel better.
See, this is why you just don't embrace the startup
We had-
lifestyle.
we had-
Our
like,
HR guy doesn't care about mental health at all.
We had
He
like
doesn't
our
get it.
content guy who was like putting out the most. He like the most content. What I'm trying to say.
He's the most prolific.
And he was over there spending like 4 hours a day playing soccer, playing FIFA.
No,
against
no, no.
T-Man.
The
Like,
only at 3:45
Fucking
every day.
T-Man.
Once Dave and I, we pretty much didn't publish anything in the afternoon after like the East Coast was leaving work. So at 3:45 every day, I would get in Slack. I'd hit up T-Man and say, "Let's run a game." One would turn into 2. Then we'd start to feel the superiors in the office, having really serious meetings. We could feel them breathing down our necks, so we'd always call it a 2.
they were having closed door meetings,
Y'all are within
unscheduled.
the vision of them.
Like, man, something's going on. We don't know. So let's just play FIFA and forget about it.
You know, my content was good when they didn't fire me, when they were looking at me play FIFA every single afternoon.
Like this guy out here on the sticks, we got to keep him.
Yeah,
he's killing it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got some big news. It's not that big of news. We punted last week on Dad Pod because Dylan was not here for that. We will be doing Dad Pod tomorrow. If you guys have any questions or topics, anything you want to talk on the topic of dad, parentinghood, anything, head over to washmedia.com/submit and just send in your questions. I will be tweeting that out and putting up a slide on Instagram. Also, voicemails, 888-618-4422. Again, 888-618-4422. We got a couple new reviews, one of which I find to be very funny. Can I read these for you guys?
Yeah.
Is it very nice and about me?
It's actually a very nice review about Dave, but the praise here is very interesting praise in my mind. Okay. It says that goated golf takes.
From me?
Oh, from the Zeege guy? Doubt it.
KJG, he said, like Will, I finally won my family masters draft after hearing Dave talk about Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, no one was talking about the #1 player in the world.
I always have to take my advice from the man with his own swing academy, automatic 5 stars. Dude, no one had Scotty win it.
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
the guy who was
call,
just coming off a win and ranked #1 in the world. Yeah, way to go, Dave.
Dude, it's weird that the hottest golfer in the that's good intel from you.
It's hard to win back-to-back in this league.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Goated golf take.
Anything else on there?
They say less bing bong, more candles. My now husband sucked me into this podcast. That's a little too much for
He
a
did
review.
what?
Nice.
Chill out.
Oh, wow.
Chill,
Good for
dude.
you guys.
Started listening not by choice on a road trip, but I'm now fully committed. Do less bing bong. We even burn, bro, and need more circling back candles.
I got bad news. Yeah, I'm happy you're listening. Shout out to you. I'm sure you guys are a lovely couple. This bing bong ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I promise I will make to you right now. I'm not doing less bing bong.
You know
Never.
what? You know what our company mission statement should be? Less ping pong, more bing bong. Because you've already nixed the
That's
ping pong.
pretty good,
table.
Dave. I like that.
Our final review is from Son of A. It says affidavit or affidavit?
Affidavit.
Skirt. It said, need a segment or special podcast with affidavit as the host giving completely inaccurate legal advice. Is that a good move for an actual lawyer?
What about Alpha David?
No, I don't think any of those. I don't think any. Affidavit's not an approved nickname, so.
Are you sure? What about affidavit?
That's a different story.
Sorry, I was just distracted by Brett coming out of the bathroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
you don't have to
No, we haven't.
dox him.
We no longer.
This is a new experience.
We
for
no
us.
longer have to leave the studio in order to go to the bathroom, which means that
The fan was going. Too.
everyone's
Okay.
personal business is officially aired out.
Yeah, you can't sneak away and do it too.
It's no more.
This definitely changes the game for my tinky break. Because I can now well, I have to jump over some wires, but dead sprint to it.
But it also
We were looking for more reasons for people to get up mid pod.
brings up something else. We have to clean this bathroom, and maybe we dedicate like we do shifts like 1 week, like on Friday, one of us has to clean the bathroom, then we rotate the next week.
I think it needs to be a contest where we all vote who brought it the least that week, and they have to go clean the bathroom.
Who took the biggest dump that week?
I think we should leave
Who
it to
took the
people.
most Mondo dumps?
Yeah.
In
We're not doing Mondo
All right.
dumps.
Start an Excel Google sheet, and we'll keep track of people's Mondo dumps. And the person that took the most at the end of each week has to go in and clean it.
I'm just gonna clean it like right before I use it every single time.
We'll post all the public numbers of all the Mondo dumps, and then the people at home can trust and verify.
Stop saying Mondo dumps.
I'm gonna hire a guy that looks like Randy to take Mondo dumps, so y'all think it's him.
Yeah, that's good.
That's so weird. It's a good idea though.
We got these wood beams though. We're low key gripping grain.
Hey, to everyone out there who thinks that we just
Not
moved
really.
into a space that's like just absolutely massive, it's not that much bigger than our old space. There's just no walls.
It's twice as big as
It
our
is
old
twice
space.
as big?
Yes.
Oh, well, their old space was fucking tiny.
It was
Well,
small.
let me say this to people at home because I know they're going to ask. There are in fact load bearing walls. Some of these walls bear the load.
Right. Otherwise, the roof wouldn't be held up.
Right. Some people, we got a lot of structural engineers. They ask questions like, "Hey, how many load bearing walls?"
So you think people are sitting at home, like picturing the new space and just wondering, I wonder if any of those walls are bearing a load.
Correct.
Did we have to pay extra to get the walls made from bare loads?
They used the same drum Dylan was spitting in over the week.
Really? How do they procure it?
Y'all are disgusting.
That honestly is the most grotesque thing you've ever said on this show.
I doubt that's
They
true.
need to do like a how it's made. Isn't that on Discovery Channel where they showed like how things are made? I would love to see like the beginning to end process of how they get the bear loads for the walls.
Okay, you're still on the bear load thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
it's
bear
not
has the
it's not
biggest
bear
load?
loads. It's loads that bear weight.
So the heavier the bear, the more loads that they can get out of
Or
it.
it's a structural beam, or what do you call them that holds weight.
Why do they call it a beam instead of just calling it what it is? A bear penis.
Okay, there's not a bear penis inside the wall.
There's
That's just not
No,
a
it's just
Will thinks it's loads from a bear.
Oh.
well, yeah, we're on our recycle, reduce, reuse grind. Like, why wouldn't we use naturally like procured substances in order to make our walls?
Wow,
It's the Second Amendment, the right to bear loads.
we really came out firing in the new stew, didn't we?
A Bill of Rights reference, of course, for the folks at home.
Ooh, more on that on This Weekend in Fun. Speaking of, let's recap This Weekend in Fun, presented by Muggsy. Muggsies, you guys have already heard of these things. They're the most comfortable men's jeans on the planet, built with proprietary stretch denim. These jeans look stylish, but feel like you're wearing sweatpants. They're the most damn comfortable jeans around. And one Muggsy customer even said, I used to hate jeans, now I don't.
Was that you?
That's going to be me. It's going to be me.
It's gonna be me.
Exactly. I've been on a jean
You
journey
have
for
to
my
do
entire life, and I've yet to find a pair that works. And now that Muggsy's in the mix, things are looking up.
Here's a true story. I almost whipped Brett's ass this morning, and that's because he didn't bring in the Muggsy jeans that were delivered to us.
I feel like that's an overreaction.
And so, well, he's lucky he hasn't been whipped.
It's interesting that, you know, we want this product that gets sent to us. It gets sent to someone's house, and then they sit on the product for a while, maybe kind of hand selecting what they want out of there.
Huh.
Yeah,
Who
that
else
sounds
would do that?
familiar.
What is he doing? What a jerk.
I get it, though, because these things are comfortable anywhere. They got more room for the boys. Yeah, I'm talking about your balls.
Right?
Yep. These things are
Ooh.
never too baggy, never too skinny, and are always just right. And over everything, they represent comfortability and style. So wearing their jeans, you will never sacrifice feeling good for looking good. Looking great, feeling great. Be your best self rocking Muggsies because you feel comfortable and confident to take on whatever the day throws at you. Jeans that move with you and not against you. So it's time to free your balls once and for all. Do your legs a favor and head over to Muggsy.com to pick up a pair of the most comfortable jeans you've ever worn. That's Muggsy.com for 10% off your entire order using promo code STEAM. Free your balls once and for all with the most comfortable jeans on the planet Earth. At Muggsy.com, use promo code STEAM for 10% off your entire order. Dylan,
Free your beautifully tan balls.
save it, dude. What'd you do this weekend, Dylan?
Wow, thank you for asking, Will. I'll be honest, I didn't do a whole lot.
Awesome, man.
Mostly I was
sick.
just trying to recover from my illness. A lot of blowing my nose, a lot of coughing. That
You
that
You had a
kind
lot of
stuff.
blow in your nose, and that seems aggressive.
Yeah, we had the kids.
Cocaine.
We had the little man and Lil Bay, and so that was a cute scene. We kind of just had a nice little family weekend. Of course, Easter was yesterday, so we did a little Easter egg hunt in the backyard. Had some family over, and it was lovely. It was a lovely weekend, despite feeling not my best. Bay's a little down bad herself. She's not feeling great.
So you're just a super spreader of this,
You
this
really
sinus
are.
infection.
I don't even think I was contagious, man.
Oh, yeah. Will just happened to get sick with the identical thing.
He
Crazy.
got. Oh yeah, I guess it was delayed onset. He got sick like 5 days later. You
It was
jerk.
Like 3.
I mean, I was sick on
It's like
Wednesday.
5.
I was sick on Wednesday.
Will's nose, I was worried. When you were blowing your nose much, I was like, dude, I don't want to say anything, but
I'm absolutely not capping right now.
Whoa.
You can see I don't have a cap on.
Okay.
I am not capping. Okay. On Wednesday, had you already not been out and I had that much stuff coming out of my nose, I might have hung back from work a little bit. But knowing that we really had no other option, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it in my head that this is allergies. And then by Thursday, it became evident this ain't no allergies.
Man, it was a shit time to get sick, man. It was moving week. It interrupted my Shreddy Weddy campaign. Like a whole lot of stuff was thrown off. You know, I got to get back on the grind.
reminds me of my one of my first bosses. I won't say his name, but he used to have this saying. It wasn't really a saying, it's just a thing he said, which is also a saying. He would just say, I don't get sick. I don't get sick. And then one time he got sick. And I was like, dude, you're sick. And he's like, yeah, I'm sick. I'm not going to be in for a couple days.
That's like Dylan saying he doesn't black out. Never blacked
or
out.
never been hungover.
Yeah.
Remember when you didn't get hangovers for
It
whatever?
was awesome.
You jinxed yourself with that
It
column.
was
Yeah.
awesome. We went out to dinner last night. That was fun. Right down the street, place right down the street. Actually, that was a great time. Guess what? I'm getting married in less than 2 weeks, guys.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Why?
Very cool, man.
Why hurry up? What do you
'Cause-
mean?
I keep thinking your wedding is this upcoming weekend.
I had that thought.
And
Dude, I
every
wanted
single-
to slow down.
Every single time that I think about like what's ahead of me in the next couple weeks, I keep thinking that your wedding is this upcoming weekend, and it's throwing me off. Just get married already, dude.
Man, I'm getting nerve.
Not too late to skedaddle.
I'm getting nerve.
You could run.
Get lost, kid.
No, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be there on the wedding day, but I'm just nervous about it. 2 weeks away? 13
What are
days?
you
You
nervous
kidding?
about?
Man, I don't like a bunch of eyes on me.
You know what you do for a living?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 pairs of eyes looking at me. Not 100 something.
You
It's
guys
just
should
you
have a
jackasses.
private ceremony and live stream it.
It's too late for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
we
right.
could sell it. Is it too? I don't think it's too late to
Invitations
sell it. I don't want to speak for Brett right now, but we could get a sponsor for your
Man,
wedding.
Bay and I were
Arby's can do
talking.
it.
We were talking Cabo last night. We got so excited. It's gonna be fun, man.
Oh,
Today's wedding is brought to you by Horsey Sauce.
We're not doing that.
Dave and I had to cancel Cabo.
No, you didn't.
No,
Dave's on my flight, man.
no, Daddy Yankee's playing a concert in Austin that weekend, and
Who?
we had to pivot.
Oh, absolutely go to a
Did y'all-
Daddy Yankee
Are
show.
y'all
Well-
staying back to make the little sass stand up set?
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
we have to
When I went to the mall the other day, went to
stop
Foot
going to the
Locker,
mall, dude.
They were blaring. I don't know if it was Bad Bunny or Daddy Yankee, but some kind of reggaeton, and it was jamming, dude. I was just kind of bobbing my head. I wanted to ask like, "Hey, who is this?" But I didn't want to look like a nerd.
Dave goes to the mall as much as like
I've got a mall
a
story,
middle schooler with a new girlfriend.
dude. Big brawl broke out at the Parks Mall.
You just like to hold hands through the halls.
No, I like to run through the halls of my high school. I like to scream at the top of my lungs. We're not gonna act like that's not his best song.
I'm seeing him on Wednesday.
Thursday. Are you guys 2?
He's playing 2 nights.
Oh, I'm going to see him on Thursday.
Cool, man. We're gonna miss each other.
I wouldn't hang out with you anyway.
Probably because
People just ditch Will at concerts. I've learned that.
you ditched me at
There's
concerts.
ad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'll bring my
Hey.
swag down if you hang out with me.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I saw ad at a wedding Saturday.
Yeah.
Are you done? Because I don't want to jump in.
Yeah, I'm done. I got
He's
nothing
done.
else.
He was sick all weekend. Who
I
cares?
saw ad. Hadn't seen him. Ad used to work with us. He was marketing man outfitters, whatever. And he asked how y'all were doing, and I go, dude, man, what happened? I thought you were trying to link with Will at that last one. He goes, oh man, and I made him feel bad. And he's like, dude, I feel so bad. And I told him you're going to Dead and Co. in LA. He goes, dude, tell him to call me. So you need to hit up ad.
Is he going?
I think he might.
I'm gonna be with Bro Bible Brandon the entire time.
I'm very jealous of that.
I
wanna-
guys are on the
want
same
Brandon to
wavelength.
listen to this and be like, dude, Will and I have not made any plans to hang out. Why does he keep
I
saying
wanna-
he's hanging out with me?
Next time he's in Austin, I want him to do the show. Bro
Yeah.
Bubble Brandon and Ad too, for that matter. But
Sure.
What'd that boy get into this weekend?
so, I too participated in the move. Got to talk to the hunks, mixed it up with the hunks a little bit. I'll never forget the young hunk who walked in. I had not met him yet, and he goes, "What's up, my guy? Y'all got any Kleenex?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, we get it."
Yeah, dude.
What's up, my guy?
What's up, my guy? And he was, I mean, this kid's like 19.
They were so hunky though, man.
Helped with the move a little bit. Then I felt bad. I had to bail about noon. Had to go pick up the roads, man. Then drive with my son to Dallas, which, I mean, I don't think I've done that trip with him yet by myself. And he's kind of in what they call a developmental leap right now. So he was a little bit fussy. So I just had to listen to a playlist of nothing but kids music for the 3-hour drive, which sounds bad, but you kind of start getting into
There's
it. a
some
little
bops
bit.
on there.
Some absolute bops. Shout out to the Lori Berkner band. She's goated. The Wiggles, of course.
Oh, obviously.
Some real good ones.
Did you hit the Bing Bong song?
What's the Bing Bong song?
Come on, dude. Song in the summer, dog.
You don't know the
Give
song?
us a couple lines.
Bing bong, Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bong, bing bong.
Just like that.
I didn't hear that
Dude,
one.
I went off.
Yeah, dude.
All right, well, I'll have to add that to my playlist.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so stayed at my parents'. We did an early Easter because we had to come back Saturday morning for a wedding that we had Saturday evening. And again, I had to go to the mall Saturday. You know me, I'm a big mall guy. Can't stop going to the mall. Of course, when I go to the mall, I always park at Nordstrom. I just like walking through there. Sometimes there's a pianist. I like
There's a what?
pianist.
Dude, what?
A
Like,
person who plays the piano.
how desperate are they for eyes on their establishment? Now?
This isn't
God.
Abercrombie.
They just got some dude just hanging.
Just meet out?
It's like Abercrombie, but it's someone who's of age.
Right.
No, I didn't see any crank there, but you know what I did see? You've been to E-Bar, right? You know, you get this old coffee right out there. I was waiting on my cold brew. Folks, I'm at Nordstrom right now. I'm right here at Nordstrom.
You ran into Alex Jones.
I ran into Alex Jones. He walked by me at Nordstrom, which is the least Alex Jonesy store he could possibly
Maybe he's there
be
to see the pianist.
It's surprising he was shopping because he had to declare for bankruptcy.
He did.
InfoWars. Folks, don't let them fool you. A lot of companies file for bankruptcy. It's just a reorg. We're not liquidating.
There's something a little more alarming about InfoWars declaring bankruptcy than like other companies to me.
Does that mean the war on info is over?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just starting? I should stop doing that. It's going to not
You're gonna
well.
regret
I got
that.
another podcast.
Yeah, you're going to regret that later.
Yeah, I saw Alex Jones. I was just like, I know it's not that big of a deal, but it's my first time actually seeing him at a restaurant or anywhere. And I was just like, oh, there he is. And he's talking.
Were you with me at Matt's when we saw him?
No. I thought Dave was.
I
thought
was,
so
but I didn't
too.
see him.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've never if I saw Alex Jones out in public, I would just think that's a really sweaty dude. I don't really,
Dude,
I don't know if I would put it
You
together.
would recognize Alex Jones.
Unless I heard him
No,
talking, I don't think
dude.
I would differentiate him from somebody else.
so his voice is, I don't think this is a surprise. It is just as loud and it carries. I mean, that's how he got my
Oh, you heard him
attention.
talking?
Turner, yeah, he's with a young child and a lady who I assume is a love interest. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but yeah, he was talking, and I was just like, dude, you are the same person. He is a wide load, by the way. I know Duda is
he's
the
a big
original
man.
wide load. This dude is a wide load.
Yeah.
Kind of got a bullfrog body, lower body a little thin,
Like Jeremiah?
like a bullfrog just standing up, walking around.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. Saturday night
I-
wedding was a great time.
I did not have you doing Joy to the World references on today's podcast. Really,
Randy
good,
liked it.
really
I heard
good
him.
stuff from
I
Dylan.
heard him.
This is the first musical reference that Dylan's made in a really long time.
They
Wow.
didn't even get it.
No, I was thinking about my next statement.
No one cares
You
about
You know
your
who's going
next
to be happy
statement.
about that, ref?
Who?
My mom. She loves that song.
Let's go.
I
Shout
had-
to Nance.
I pulled one of the most underrated moves you can do at a wedding. So I was rocking a tux. It was a black tie.
Hey, you kind
optional.
of swagger jacked me. Everyone's been talking about it. You kind of swagger jacked me, dude. You wore my wedding fit to a wedding 2 weeks before my wedding.
I'm not going to wear it to your wedding,
I'm
probably.
just saying, dog. Like you kind of swagger jacked my
Are
shit.
you wearing the same tux?
same shoes,
Oh.
same suspendies, different tux, different color tux?
Oh, that's fine. The shoes were a big hit. That leads me to my next point.
You want no socks
Well,
or no shows?
guys, hold on to your butts. Show up there. I wanted to feel it out. I didn't really know.
You did.
I
A,
didn't-
you
I
pop.
didn't know.
You pop feet.
I went sock on during the ceremony. Then during the cocktail hour, multiple people were like, dude, you got to ditch the socks, man. Just let them go. So I sat at a table and took my socks off and realized I didn't really want to carry them around in my pockets.
You throw them away.
I threw the socks away. Fuck them.
God, that's bad boy shit.
Yeah.
You could have just put it in your jacket
Dude,
pocket
I
and
didn't
had
know
a
you-
pair of socks.
I didn't know you had it like that. You could just throw socks.
They were
away.
like
Wow.
they were $9.
Dude's drinking
socks.
coffee out of plastic cups and throwing away socks.
damn, dude. We
I'm
paying you
worried
too
about. I'm
much?
worried about your green initiative, dude.
Don't be worried. They're recyclable. They're biodegradable. I buried them out back of the hotel.
Hey, I should go no socks, right?
I don't care.
If you
I
wanna-
need your input. You
I
son
went
of a-
no socks in mine because I'm a fucking bad
you went
boy.
no socks at mine.
I don't. The last time I don't remember the last time I wore socks to a wedding.
I'm going no shows. I mean, you're not going to see them. They don't show.
No, but dude, what if they're the no shows and then we see them creeping out of the low front?
It's over. It'll
No,
ruin
trust
it.
me. I got low.
Don't
cut.
let Barrett see.
I got low cut no shows.
Barrett will never let
No,
you.
Barrett
live it
was
down.
dragging someone off mic the other day for having the no shows showing. So just be careful, Dylan.
Hey,
That will not be me. I promise you.
Low key for the photos, you might just want to take those no shows off.
And they're the same color as my shoes. Like even if you see like a little bit, you're not even going to know it.
are you gonna be mad if I wear that tux to your wedding?
Yes,
Because it's so
it's
dope.
not a black tie wedding.
Okay, but what if I wear a different tie? I wear the tux, maybe no tie, or I just have it untied.
Did you tie your own bow tie?
I did, and then someone retied it for me as it came loose because it was not well done. We got a son who's in a developmental elite, and trying to tie a bow tie as he's grasping onto your leg, screaming, is just the worst. And you're trying to watch the YouTube video of the dude.
I taught myself in 3 minutes, man.
It's actually easier to tie it on someone than it is tying it yourself, I think. But yeah, my bow tie game was tight. And that's about it. Yesterday, got up, watched Hook for some reason.
I think we can stop there. I don't want to hear anymore.
Okay, I'm sure people don't care about me
Yeah.
watching Hook.
No one.
You're not gonna believe my take. Check out my blog. It's my Substack, my personal one.
D-Man
Yeah.
got subbies.
Sorry, man. It's a Dave joint.
That's okay.
Is there truth to people calling you Hideo no show for
Yeah.
for your sock game?
That's right.
I went no socks. I think I got a blister.
You should have gone low cut no shows.
Should have. Didn't plan ahead.
Dumbass.
How about you, Will?
I didn't do shit this weekend. As you guys know, I was sick. So I was recovering from everything, which meant I just sat around and watched a lot of television. Yes, I am pretty much all through The Ultimatum. One of the wildest shows I've seen in a very long time.
Man,
And
I got things to say about these people.
Dave, finish the damn show. Finish the damn show.
I watched.
so we can
I went through 3 yesterday. I would have brought that up, but Dylan told me to
Hey,
stop.
someone's pregnant.
Uh,
Spoiler.
my review of Jackass Forever
You're a
is
freaking loser.
yeah, that was shitty. What you just did was shitty.
Nah,
no, it's what you did.
You know
What
what?
you just
Who
did
it
was really
is?
shitty.
I'm rocking
I didn't
the
say who it is.
No,
I'm
what-
rocking the shoes.
Honestly, what you just
your
did
wedding.
there is disgusting.
I'm wearing
I'm
the
very
shoes.
annoyed with you right now.
Oh,
That got ruined for me yesterday, and it made me really mad because I've invested a lot of hours into this show.
That was the spoiler.
Yeah, it was really cool of Dylan to do it right on air.
you don't even know who it is.
I mean, I have a
God.
1 in
It's a
4 chance
dumbass-
of guessing.
Yeah,
It's a
real hard to
dumbass
figure
reality
out.
Show. Who cares?
It's one of the better reality shows I've watched.
Dude,
It's
that
better
is
than-
so fucked up what you just did.
Oh,
I'm
get
pissed
out
off.
of, get
I'm
out of
freaking
town.
pissed.
Dude, you can't do
Hey,
that is an ultimate spoiler.
Spoiler. That's like a level 1 spoiler.
All right,
Are
just
you
wait.
fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna spoil your wedding.
Okay.
I'm gonna rock the same shoes as you.
You're gonna get body bagged by
Where'd you
mine.
guys get these shoes?
Don't worry about it, bitch.
Okay.
Gucci. I was telling people Gucci. They're not Gucci.
Y'all see House of Gucci?
Shut up, dude. Just
Yeah,
tell me how it ends.
Quit trying to deflect.
Well, it's a real.
Hey, why don't you just tell me how it ends, man?
It's a real story. Want me to tell you?
Yeah,
I
someone
really
get pregnant.
I really do want to watch the
Maurizio
show so we
Gucci.
can talk about it.
Maurizio Gucci. He was murdered.
It's very sad.
Murder for hire plot. His wife, played by the very lovely Lady Gaga.
I heard it was an absolute shit movie.
Oh, I liked it.
Critics were panning it.
Oh, I liked it.
Speaking of pan,
Maurizio Gucci.
all that just to beat up an old pirate? Come on. Smee. You're doing it, Dylan.
You're spoiling things for everybody.
That movie's mid.
Hook. It's not. It doesn't hold up that well.
Jackass Forever. I watched this on Saturday night, or maybe Friday night. I think it was Friday night. I was inspired because I had not finished Jackass 2, which I started recently late at night. And I finished Jackass 2. The skit where they take, I think it's Raytheon, or no, it's somebody, and they glue pubes to his face and then put him in a trunk of a car. It's an all-time skit to the point where like it almost ruined Jackass Forever for me because I no skits compared to that one.
Wait, is this the terrorist kidnapping one that I don't think you could do now and felt very, very serious?
Well,
I can't remember.
you could do it now. The reason you could do it now is because they didn't actually do the skit. If they actually followed through on the skit that they told them that they were doing,
They pranked the guy who thought he was doing the prank.
exactly. So if the guy had actually followed through on the prank, he would have been screwed.
I don't think it was Raytheon because the only thing they do with Raytheon is just like give him mustard and he gets pissed.
Oh yeah, I forgot
He
he
hates
hates
mustard.
mustard. Nah.
By the way, underrated condiment, so I've been told. Was that a Randyism? Somebody said mustard's underrated.
Yeah, sorry. It wasn't Raycon. It was Aaron McGahee.
Mustard's fine.
But yeah, Jackass Forever. It was a good movie. I'm glad I saw it. I'm going to miss Jackass.
Hey, man, don't tell me what the final... any surprises, I'd like to maybe find them out on my own.
Let's hear from our friends over at Truebill, baby. You guys know why free trials renew without your consent? I can tell you why. It's because it's a business scam out to get you.
Yeah. And
These things are just targeting you.
People forget about that kind of stuff, man.
A lot of people people are letting greedy corporations just pocket your money, folks, until now. Download Truebill and take control of your subscriptions. Truebill is a new app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions that you don't need, want, or simply forgot about. On average, people save about $720 per year with Truebill. It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
You know, I'm a success story.
Really?
A Truebill success story. Signed up for it, did everything, linked it to the account. Next thing you know, I'm seeing stuff that I'd never even heard of that I'm paying for. I'm like, I haven't done this. I listened to a podcast on this platform 2 years ago, and I'm still paying for it. That's an L. That's an L on me. But thank God for Truebill. No more.
Are you willing to share with us how much you're saving?
You know, I don't discuss my financial savings publicly, but I will say it's a significant amount. Enough to get a steak dinner at Randy's favorite restaurants.
Sloppy?
Can you slop them up?
Slop them up.
These companies, they know what they're doing, man. They make these subscriptions hard to cancel, and Truebill makes it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts, and Truebill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap. They even have a concierge that's there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions, so you don't have to. They've got over 2 million users, helping them save over $100 million. Don't fall for subscription scams. Start canceling today at Truebill.com/circling. Go right now, Truebill.com/circling. It could save you thousands of dollars a year. Truebill.com/circling.
I actually just signed up for TrueDill.com.
What are you getting there?
You basically run your podcast through it, and any podcast that Dylan's on, it just takes him out of it completely.
That's so rude, man. Why would you do that?
Just trying something out.
It's just...
It also works for True Will.
Just like two guys talking with some silence mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
So Coachella's going on. You guys aware of this?
Yeah. You see the tweet? I know you have it because we put it in the group, but the guy who's like, my girl's been at Coachella for a full day and her phone's off, can't get a hold of her. The replies were not kind.
Who's more down bad? That guy who can't find his girl at Coachella, or the dude from 1948 on his hands and knees begging his wife not to leave him in the court photo?
Dude,
that made me sad.
Someone said that her Coachella is getting ran through.
What's that? I don't understand. Explain that one.
We can just move on with Revolve Fest.
I like the guy who said she belongs to the streets.
Well, at the same time as Coachella, Revolve, noted fast fashion clothing company, they throw Revolve Fest, which is an invite-only festival intended for influencers, celebrities, and douchebags alike.
Is this...
How do we not get involved?
I know we need.
We're one of those.
We need on this list. I'm a douchebag.
So this isn't part of Coachella. This is a completely separate festival,
and they're not professionally linked. I don't believe at all.
Different locations and everything.
Yes, and there was some slander on the TL this past weekend saying that Revolve Fest might be turning into a Fire Fest situation. To which I don't know about that.
Or were they eating like mayonnaise and lettuce sandwiches? And
that sounds actually pretty good.
Doesn't.
Firefest is not a big deal. There's no documentary unless you have those photos of the boxed lunches. There was like a piece of bread with like an old tomato.
The little huts were pretty incriminating too.
Those were.
If you compare what they actually stayed in to what they pitched on them staying in, it is very, very different.
But I think Dave is correct. The food photos are what took it from being in the news cycle to being like, okay, what's going on
also,
here?
Best day and one of the best bullpen days at the old content.
Also, the musical acts didn't show up. That's another big L that they took.
When your headliners don't show up, that's an issue.
Blink backed out last minute. Tom didn't want to do it.
Well, apparently, according to Los Angeles Magazine's Joseph Kapsch, Influencers were complaining about the conditions at Revolve Festival, which took place in La Quinta, California. I believe that's the same place as that Bachelor was recorded.
Interesting.
Yeah, very cool. It said sources on the ground telling us there's apparently drama going down at Revolve Festival that's, quote, sinks to the level of Fire Fest. Influencers stranded in the dirt with no water under the hot sun for hours, waiting for buses that aren't coming to bring them to the actual festival. He continued to tweet, alleged fights, screaming, everyone is dizzy.
Why were they dizzy? It was too hot? Get out of here. They had to wait in line? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Maybe the Spin Doctors were playing and they all got dizzy.
Influencers are so soft.
Little Miss can't be wrong.
If Spin Doctors, underrated band. One of my first musical interests.
From everything that I can tell, I don't think there's any comparison here to Fire Fest.
No. First of all, they're not stranded on an island.
They were stranded on an island.
I don't think anyone had to suck a hot one to get bottled water.
Glaring lack of Ludacris being involved.
Again, we're thinking Ja Rule here.
Ja Rule, of course, is his name.
Different artist.
No, dude, you're right though. Some people call him. Some people call him Ludacris.
They're not. Ludacris. Do not disrespect Ludacris like that. One of the most underappreciated artists.
Glaring lack of Ja Rule, of course.
Murder,
right,
folks. The globalists are murdering.
They're different guys.
I hope if you ever meet
It's
Ludacris,
murder.
I hope he slaps you and says, "I'm not the guy who fucked up Fire Fest."
Nah, me and Luda would be tight.
Oh, yeah,
you confused him with Ja Rule.
Big deal.
I'm happy. I'm very happy to report that I follow nobody that was publicly complaining about this. No influencers, nobody.
I follow one person who was at this, and she did not complain.
Oh, what's her name? We talking Sid?
Sydney Sweeney.
I saw she was there too.
Why is she notable?
She's in that show that you watched.
White Lotus.
Yeah,
I love her
I like
performance.
Euphoria.
White Lotus too.
Dude, give me season 2 of White Lotus. No,
Swains won't be in it.
give me that.
That's okay.
She didn't make that show. Honestly, her storyline sucked.
Yeah, she was underutilized in the show.
They just didn't need that. I mean, I liked the dynamic because it took me back to my family vacations where my sister was really mean to me.
Did she look like Sydney Sweeney?
No, much different.
Randy?
One person said they talked to a security guard at Revolve Fest, and he said, "I don't know who the fuck these people are. I don't know who is actually important, who is lying, or if any of them are actually important."
That shouldn't matter when you're trying to get people out of the sun and like to a location. Like I mean, come on. There's also, I saw in researching this story, they weren't just stranded in the middle of the desert. There were like tents up that they could stand under. It was no doubt, it was hot, as it is the desert, but it wasn't that bad.
In order to fulfill your obligations to go to Revolve Fest, you have to have 6 Instagram posts, 6 Instagram stories, 3 Instagram reels, 3 TikToks, and 1 integrated YouTube video. That's a lot of stuff to go to Revolve.
Oh my God.
We had to do less for that. When we went to the PGA Tour, when we went to the Players Championship, we had less deliverables than that.
That's wild. A YouTube video. You bring a camera crew with you?
I follow some people that went to Revolve Fest, and I will say that the Revolve Hotel does look kind of dope. Like, it looks pretty sick, and it looks like it would be a good time, but I also just don't want to go stay anywhere that has to do anything with music. If something is sponsored by the music festival, if the sleeping accommodations are sponsored by the music festival, I don't want to sleep in those accommodations because I think something's going to go wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're more concerned about getting people beer and stuff and like making sure the acts go on, everything like that. Like, they don't care about your little hotel room.
How long has this festival been happening? How many years now?
A lot.
I feel like it takes several years to get in the groove of putting on a festival, you know? A lot of trial and error goes on there. A lot of logistical.
Wayne Stock did it, year 1.
True.
It didn't look good, though.
That was fictional, David.
It almost didn't happen.
Aerosmith showed up, though.
Dave Rage went fine.
Day Rage did not go fine. See, that's a classic example right there.
Dude, it was not a festival.
Was anyone S&D at Dave Rage trying to get bottled waters?
I don't know, but I think 30 people showed up. So
Didn't you have a wedding that day?
Day Rage didn't go well. I did. Luckily, I got to leave.
Easter or Mother's
It was
Day?
Mother's Day weekend. Also, like graduation weekend.
Is there any news on what's happened to the camel at Day Rage?
I hadn't heard, man. That honestly, without the camel there, it would have been that was the only saving grace of the whole situation. Camel shows up.
Who was the person at Grand X that was like, no, we need the camel. We got to get the camel.
No, that was like a listener.
Some random person brought a camel.
Oh, the camel wasn't a part of it in the beginning.
No.
I swear to God, we've talked about this, and that guy who I didn't know was still listening to the show, and this is before we were doing podcasts. Like message was like, "Yeah, I'm the camel guy."
Yeah,
he's probably like 33 now.
Yeah, that was not part of the party. Some dude just.
I like. Hey, can I bring my
camel in? Like,
y'all are like, dude, we've got a budget for this. We need a camel. If you could have,
please don't bring a camel to our meetups.
We throw an event like that. What animal?
Kangaroo.
A jag.
Kangaroo.
Shout out Dr. Mark. He saw Valerio in the flesh over the weekend.
Hey, you can rent camels, not camels. I'm sorry, kangaroos in Austin.
I know. I tried to buy one.
There are like
we did.
You can like rent like petting zoos with kangaroos.
All right, since you spoiled a surprise for me, I'll spoil one for you. We did rent some kangaroos for your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
There will be kangaroos bouncing around your backyard.
They're not allowed in.
They're actually the bartenders.
They're officiating.
They're keeping all the Vizzy mimosa packs in their little marsupial pouches.
That's a terrible idea.
They're checking IDs. It's just that one swole one, just checking IDs at the door.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to be 21 to get into my wedding.
Yeah. We're gonna put one at the end of the aisle.
Club.
We're gonna put one at the end of the aisle before Parks goes down as the ring bearer, and he's just gonna kick Parks down the aisle.
Why would you want that to happen?
Because he's gonna go flying.
Why are they so jacked?
I got another surprise for you. Who's bringing up the rings? Who's the ring bearer? Parks.
We don't really have a ring bearer, but
you have a ring bear
Parks.
Now. We rented a grizzly.
So
how he sounds.
What happens if the bear goes after the kangaroos?
It's
might be
got some entertainment. Bear wins that fight. Kangaroos got hard, but they're taking the L.
Kangaroo can throw hands, but it doesn't matter.
But a bear, that's just a big old bear.
How do kangaroos get so jacked? Do they? There's like a gym membership that I don't know about.
I think they sun their testicles.
They eat grass, leaves, ferns, flowers, fruit, and moss. Not a lot of gains in those.
Yeah, there's no protein in that. David.
Why me?
You're the kangaroo out of this crew.
Yeah, you do have some kangaroo vibes to you.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
What? You got something to say?
I'm just looking at you.
Stop looking me up and down.
Well, stop being all kangaroo-like.
I kind of not a kangaroo.
Yeah, you're kind of rooey.
Kangaroo, dude.
Oh,
dude, you're the kangaroo.
Davearoo.
I'm fine with it. You know what? I don't hate this comparison. Didn't you guys previously call me a? What? Aren't I a stork in one of Ricky Prosper's?
You chose.
Are
stork.
you the stork?
You chose stork, dog.
I think it was.
I don't see stork when I think of you.
No, you kind of do have bird vibes though.
Was it our good friend Crimson who did a Cool Cats painting recently?
I don't know who it was.
Yeah,
image.
Are we sure it was her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
that
sure.
was cool.
Yeah,
I followed her
You're
because
pretty
of
cool cat. I cannot wait to show up to your wedding in a tux.
Oh yeah, here it is.
White tux.
Scatting. And the CAT is capitalized.
I've seen that
because we're cool cats.
Dude, chill.
Man, there's gonna be a sax at the reception.
I know you've told us. It's another spoiler. How tight would it be if he didn't tell us there was going to be a sax there and we showed up and there was a sax there?
I'm only telling y'all though. No one else knows.
Yeah, I'm going to start telling everybody.
Why would you do
Because I have a big mouth, Dylan. Once I know a secret, I can't keep it.
Yeah, you do.
Unless it's
the wedding I was just at had a gong.
You ruined it.
A gong at it.
Gong. Did they gong it when
I was actually the gongist.
Was it like a giant Taco Bell commercial?
Was there a gong at the kiss?
It was presented by Taco Bell.
Did you see the brand activation done by your girl Doja Cat last night?
No.
She did a brand activation mid-set at Coachella. They're bringing back the Mexican pizza.
Shut the fuck up.
Pizza from Mexico.
Mexican pizza is Trash.
Yeah.
No.
Sally went through
High
a phase
school.
of trying to make Whole30 Mexican pizza, and
No.
I had to quickly tell her that it was just not good.
Isn't
That's
it just
like
a
people-
tostada?
Well, this is going to be controversial, what I'm about to say, because I know you're a fan of it. But it's like people are like, I'm going to make the healthy Chick-fil-A nuggets or whatever.
Oh no,
And it's like, just go to Chick-fil-A.
no, those work. Those actually work.
They're not bad.
Those
but
actually
it
work.
just, the one time I tried it, it was just kind of a beating.
Yeah. Well, I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the stuff I recommend cooking is not stuff that I'm actually doing, so I can't vouch for whether or not it's easy or not.
Well, I won't be going to Revolve Fest. They've invited us next year, and I've turned them down on behalf of the pod.
Honestly, if they
We're
get a
gonna
bunch
send
of bad
Randy.
PR and they get desperate and invite us next year, like I'll probably go.
What if Swains is there again?
Yeah. What if your room connects to Sweeney's room?
Dave, are you interested now? You pervert.
She's like, oh my gosh, there's like a kangaroo
She's like,
staying.
Why are these guys listening to The Power of Love for the 10th time this weekend?
What you got in that pouch?
Jesus, dude.
You know, kangaroo pouch. They're marsupials, Dave.
Yeah, she's
Correct.
like, why are these two normal dudes in a kangaroo staying next to me?
Will's a wallaby.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm a beaver.
No, you're an otter, dude.
I'm an otter.
What am I?
We've already talked about this.
I forgot what I am.
I don't know.
Something dope?
You're a little bitch.
That's rude.
Yeah, I mean,
That's freaking rude.
You're a female dog.
Cool cat.
I did something the other day.
okay.
Now, here we go.
It's about to be pool season. You know the old adage, if you can't tan it, tone it. Or if you can't tone it, tan it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my balls.
I don't
are
have enough.
low.
It's been overcast lately, and I don't have enough time. So I have to get in the gym now, and I have to get toned, baby. And you know I stay strapped with my 10,000 whenever I get in there. I'm not kidding when I say this. And I was actually saying this yesterday at Easter to somebody. 10,000 shorts are the most comfortable shorts I've ever worn. I love them.
I also love them. I also wear them pretty much daily when I hit the gym. I love them.
The fact that they have so many different styles and so many different ways that you can go about ordering these shorts is just amazing to me. You could go liner or linerless. You can have different inseams, and they've got a million different styles of shorts, so you can just get whatever you want and hone in on it.
I'll mess around with the liner, but also I'll switch it up. I'll go no liner on y'all. Y'all don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if it's part of the copy, but the shirts, yeah, I also wear those.
My
They're
favorite
incredible.
shorts have been, without a doubt, no questions, not even capping, the session short. It feels like you're wearing nothing. They're the most lightweight, comfortable shorts ever. I also enjoy the interval shorts. These things have pockets that can fit my cell phone very well for dog walks and walks with my son. Trying to get that cardio in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I just love it. You can get them in 5-inch, 7-inch, 9-inch, whatever you need. And of course, these are always moisture wicking, dry wicking, everything.
If I'm feeling flirty, I'll go with the 5-inch. Normally, I'm just a 7-inch guy, though.
Yeah. I'm always feeling flirty. I just rock that 5. I do have one pair of 7 inches. And if I'm going to rock some 7-inch shorts, those are the first ones I'm going to. Just go make it happen. These guys believe in something I believe in, getting better than yesterday, a stoic dedication to continuous improvement and not overnight success. And they have a team of over 200 athletes that test their gear to ensure the perfect design, fabric, trims, and fit. And best of all, they got free shipping and free returns and a lifetime guarantee. 10,000 is offering our listeners 15% off your purchase. Go to 10,000.cc/circling to receive 15% off your purchase. That's 10,000.cc/circling. Let's talk about nuts.
Excuse me?
You want to get nuts?
What kind of nuts?
Testicles.
Oh,
Corn nuts.
corn nuts are good, man. It's a good road trip snack.
Corn nuts were huge in high school. Big
Yeah,
part.
they've been the same size, I think, the whole time.
Was it a part of their ad campaign to say corn nuts? Corn nuts.
What is that? I don't understand.
I think it might have. The more I think about it, the more I think that it might have just been something that we came up with in high school and just said all the time.
Yeah, it's real funny.
Corn nuts.
Man,
That's not a good ad campaign.
too bad I wasn't.
That's not. You sound like Steve Carell.
Corn nuts.
Well,
And-
Randy likes it.
Yeah, he's
you,
laughing.
Hey, you and your friends sound really cool.
We were.
Boy, Dylan, you would have hated the
You.
both of us in high school.
I know.
That photo that Will posted one. He's posted before of him and the boys. I don't know how old you were. in
They look
that
like
one.
such posers.
That
in
looked ninth grade. What year was that?
Posers, please. Please. The worst thing you could I
would have stuffed y'all in lockers.
No one even called us posers because we weren't. Like, that's the thing. Like, it would have been the worst thing you could call us, but we didn't know if that was the worst thing because we just straight up weren't posers.
What's Brett doing in there, man?
You're too distracted by Brett.
You got to let it go. He just opened the door.
He's just doing stuff.
Brett's allowed to exist without you commenting on it.
I think you should stop.
Let the man exist.
Man, I called him out for getting a 2 off.
Hey, Dylan, man.
Rude. What, dude?
I know you've had some issues with testosterone, as most men your age do.
You know, I've been off clomiphene for a while.
I know, and I meant to ask, like, you still working with those pale ass balls?
Wow, dude.
Hold on. His balls are pale?
I don't tan my balls.
In this economy?
That's pretty crazy. Because tan balls are back. You want to hear a clip from Tucker?
I do.
Everyone wants to hear a clip from Tucker.
Dylan texted me when he saw this live. He was like, dude, you gotta see. He's like, you gotta see this segment that my boy Tuck just did. T-Car.
He calls him Big Tuck. All right, so Tucker apparently, if you guys don't know, he's a cable news host, Fox News, I believe. Used to be the bow tie guy.
Pretty controversial.
Got some takes. But
if he had a podcast, he could call it Bow Ties and Botox, and it would probably do pretty well.
Yeah, sell ads for it. In his new special on how to raise testosterone levels in men, Tucker has a guest on who suggests a different route than, say, your testosterone therapy. Let me just say this ain't your grandma's testosterone therapy. Let's take a listen.
My testosterone therapy is the reason I'm still alive today.
Grandma, your tea is just spiking.
I have chest hair.
Okay.
Let's hear it, Dave.
You saw in the clip there, if you want to optimize and take it to another level, expose yourself to red light therapy.
Yes.
And the Juve that we were using in the documentary, there's a massive amount
Which is testicle tanning.
It's testicle tanning, but it's also full body red light therapy, which has massive amount of benefits. And there's so much data out there that isn't being picked up on or covered.
So obviously half the viewers right now are like, what? That's testicle tanning? That's crazy. But my view is, okay, testosterone levels crash and nobody says anything about it. That's crazy. So why is it crazy to seek solutions?
It's not crazy to seek solutions. And I think I was recently exposed to a term called bromeopathy. And I think there's a lot of people out there right now that don't trust the mainstream information, and they're taking. You saw.
Amen, brother.
Bromeopathy.
Yeah. You know what?
He's got to take that out of his vocabulary.
No, I'm okay. I don't think this would have caught on. I think people would have still mocked it. But dude, don't say bromeopathy if you're trying to promote this holistic thing. Bromeopathy just makes me think of like just some clickbaity article we would have ran on like TFM back in the day or something.
Absolutely. Yes. Are you a believer in this, Dave? Are you going to give it a shot?
Do we have a commenter called Lil Bromeo?
You know what? I will tan my testicles. Yes, I will.
Do you have actual information regarding the benefits of tanning your testicles?
So here's the thing. There's
Dave is doing a deep dive over here. He's very intrigued.
I think the biggest way or the best way to do it, if you are inclined to increase your testosterone via light on your testicles, is through a red light therapy. And he pronounced that the Juve, the JOOVV, which is I don't know, just a red light wall that you can just take red light therapy with. I found a Men's Health article written about 4 years ago from a guy who maybe we've mentioned on the show, Ben Greenfield. He used to be a frequent Rogan guest. Weird, right? And his whole thing is like, anytime like shit like this pops up, like where it's like biohacking or optimization, he tries it and then he writes about it for whatever publication that's contracting him. And he did this, and I just wanted to read a little bit of his experience tanning his testicles with infrared light. Let's see. The rest of the morning, my crotch felt warm, alive. So I did it again, glancing out my office window to make sure the lawnmower guy wasn't tooling around in the grass. I pulled down my drawers and bathed myself in the heavenly, warm, tingly glow, this time for 8 minutes. That night, my wife and I made love. Admittedly, I felt, unique. A unique, heavenly, warm, tingly glow in my crotch. Nice. Nice. Oh, here we go. 20 minutes. Okay, after this, 20 minutes, mission complete. That night was date night, and I was a rock star. I sat at dinner, horny, my penis pulsing, staring across the table at my wife, and feeling as though I'd popped a couple Viagra. Later, I blew the biggest load I could recall in recent memory.
Oh my God.
Menshealth.com. Is there a recommended tab on
How
this
are your
article?
loads?
This is bullshit.
Man, these guys are just
This is bullshit.
these guys are getting extra roasted corn nuts.
That's not catching on.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, who is the person being quoted here? Just some random
Ben
jackass?
Greenfield. He is go check out his Instagram. He's really annoying on podcasts. I'll just say
Okay.
it. There's like one listener out there who knows who he is, and we DM about him occasionally because he's just ridiculous human.
If the first way to describe yourself on Wikipedia is being a biohacker, you and I are on different waves. I'm not hacking the bio.
Oh God.
I'm a Lincoln bio.
This
hacker.
guy stinks, man.
Look, if sunlight has the same effect on your testicles, if I can bump my tee up just from doing that, you can catch me in the backyard with the blanket laid out on my back in a happy baby pose.
I want to hear the
Just getting
science.
it.
I want to hear the science behind it. You know, no, I don't want just some influencer douchebag on Instagram being like, "Yeah, it works. I'm busting big loads." I want to know why it's happening.
What?
You know what I mean?
Some
what
studies
he's
have
saying.
actually
I know, but just the casual nature of how you just said that was concerning to say the least.
There was a study done in 1939 on this.
Okay.
You know, do you know former Ranger great Gabe Kapler? Now the manager of where is he now? He's not in Philly
He's the
anymore.
best looking guy in baseball.
He's hot.
I thought you said John Rocker was.
Stop.
John Rock.
Yeah, Dylan said he had good neck.
Oh yeah, he's with the Giants now.
Didn't
I
say
think,
that.
right? Oh, whatever. Baseball.
I just,
No, there is some science that there's something. I don't know it. I don't know how it works. You know, testosterone is produced through your testes in some capacity, right?
sure.
Just get a little sun, maybe the vitamin D. Vitamin D is important. You get that from light. And you get that directly on the balls.
In that clip, he said there's data out there to suggest this is working. Where's the data? Share it with us. You know what I mean? I want to know about it.
Well, this guy kind of, I think the reason he didn't spend much time on that, because there's probably not a lot.
Yeah, like I want to know, like, yeah, I measured at this level. Then I did this testicle tanning therapy for a month, and now I'm like through the roof. I want to see the numbers. Show them to me.
Why is Tucker Carlson so concerned about the horniness of these dudes?
He's concerned about the
pussification of America?
exactly. Yeah, he's obsessed
I'll go
with
there.
men being pussies these days.
All they're doing is like
The dude wore a
selling
bow tie. The
candles.
dude made his name wearing a bow tie.
He talks about masculinity and alpha male shit all the time. Like he's obsessed with it.
He's obsessed with alphas.
yeah.
Like y'all's alpha king wore a bow tie and was like a fill-in guy.
Who's
on
y'all? Who you talking about, y'all?
Just the general y'all.
Well, I mean, some people are into Tucker Carlson, sure.
Hey, did you guys see that Tucker Carlson segment? My loads are gonna be huge.
Gonna have huge loads
Yeah.
now.
Well, Dylan, I'm allowing you an out. Any bet that maybe the tattoo bet. I don't really
No.
remember the circumstances. We need you to do some tanning, some testicle tanning, and we need you to measure your.
Look, if testicle tanning will increase your testosterone levels, I don't need to lose a bet to try it. I will just straight up do it.
You're gonna tan your balls.
I'm just not a believer in it. I want to see some real scientific evidence to suggest it's working and it's not harmful. Then I'm trying.
Which position would you tan in? On the back, or would you do a handstand?
I would just point it up and stand over it. Like spread my legs and stand over it.
Mm-mm.
You're standing.
I'm
You're
gonna-
doing a stand tan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a full tuck and lay on my stomach.
Maybe I can get my 2-hole at the same time. You know, people tan their 2 holes too.
Mm-hmm.
Will, you tried it?
If you can't tone it, tan it.
That's right. That's right. Well,
They're saying red light is better than sunlight, but whatever. I don't have a red light machine at home.
why don't you buy one?
I got that check engine light in my car that I can't get to turn off.
Why'd you say that?
You have it?
I have a check engine light that like
It's the worst.
I wasn't even the one driving the car when it came on. My dad was the one driving, and I can't get my car inspected because it has the check engine light on right now. And I have to go to the dealership on Thursday, which is out of loaner cars, which means I'm probably just going to spend about 6 hours sitting at the dealership while they work on my car. And I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Dude, just don't get it inspected, man.
I have a theory that they're not pulling people over in Austin right now for like expired registrations on their cars because you just can't. Like, it's just everything is backed up right now. Everything. Whatever. No one gives a fuck. The fact that I even have to do this is just a huge red flag on this state in general.
My registration's out.
Registration.
Yeah,
No driving.
I don't want to do it.
No.
It's a scam. Registration is a scam.
Why don't we just stop doing it? Why don't we just march on the Capitol?
What if everyone stopped doing it?
All right, let's mark a date.
Everybody?
Let's mark a date. So we have enough time to coordinate all the people and stuff. I think let's do it like months out. Let's do like January. Let's do like a week after New Year's when everyone's back in the swing. We'll do like January 6th. We'll all gather together at the Capitol down on South Congress.
Try to get inside?
Yeah, and we'll get inside and we'll talk to them about this. And we'll
Dude, I'll
figure it out.
for sure meet you there.
We can ride the e-bike down there.
Mhm.
I'll
bike's
ride on the
sick.
pegs.
Have you been on it yet, bitch?
Yeah,
You're too
your
scared.
house.
You're too scared.
I rode it like 3 houses down.
I did a tail whip when I first got on it.
Dad got up to 4 miles per hour on that thing. It was sick.
That thing's got some go.
Sick.
Giddy up.
Look, Tucker's getting a lot of blowback for this segment, but I think the science ultimately is going to prove him right. And I think we need more guys with horrible, just oozing testosterone, just out there doing alpha shit, like cutting wood shirtless, chopping it up,
Mowing lawns.
Will. I don't know why.
I don't have a lawn. How am I supposed to mow my lawn?
Yeah. Well, it's fair.
When's your lawn guy going to do your backyard before your wedding?
Friday.
Should we put like a design in it?
You won't be there when it happens.
We're going to fork your lawn.
Let's get it.
Please don't.
Let's get the guy that's doing his lawn to do it in like a QR code, and then like
Be like, dude, Dylan has an activation at his wedding. What the hell?
What will the QR code lead to?
Arby's. 5 for 5.
we've got the meats.
Back for a limited time.
It
I
could
would
be-
kill for that to come back.
Why do you need 5 sandwiches that bad?
Because no one believes me that I ate 5. I did the entire 5 for 5 all in one sitting.
I did it once.
No,
I'm not
man, you just
impressed.
get off my fucking meat wave. This is my meat
Dude,
wave.
after
That's
high
too
school
much.
soccer practice, if I wasn't spending $20 there at like a fast food restaurant, then I wasn't getting full.
That's too many sandwiches.
Except Arby's, who does 5 for 5.
You think 5 is too many?
For one person? Sure.
Catch me just stuffing roast beef sandwiches in my mouth, my fucking balls out, getting tan as fuck.
Fags.
What, Randy?
We're really close to the McDonald's now too.
Dude, we're close to everything now.
Is that
I know.
no, that's the
Dude, they've sold billions.
yeah. That's the primetime McDonald's.
What do you mean?
It's just people know. It's like
Dion owns that.
kind of where you'll go in there and there's serious hitters in there.
Their ice cream machine is out. And I know that because I took Bae by there recently and they're like, sorry. She was craving one, dog.
They didn't feel like cleaning it.
Probably.
I've been there.
Dude,
No,
isn't
no,
that
no, I
kind
didn't
of
work at
the
McDonald's,
thing
but-
with McDonald's that it's always out.
I know.
You know, I know a lot about how they make their ice cream because we took a field trip to go watch The Founder starring Michael Keaton. And then I wrote a column about it. And to this day, I think 2,600 people have read it. So that's very cool.
You crushed that column though, man.
It was a good column.
It was good.
If you've
It was
seen the
all right.
movie, it's funny.
It was all right.
It's one of my better ones. Don't look it up. Don't. Look
I've
it up.
already entered the Google stuff.
Important business lessons I learned from Ray Kroc. Dude, that picture's great. Michael Keaton was really good in that movie.
Your friends are trash. Get rid of them. That is a tip that you give.
Steal that one guy's wife. He did that. No spoilers, but he does it during a scene at a nice piano bar in a hotel.
We haven't done a real or fake in a long time. Do you guys have any issue with me wanting to do a real or fake TFM headlines at some point?
Yeah. That's
I bet Dylan does.
that sounds really funny.
My concern is that you approved way too many of these headlines and you will be too good at it.
One of the lessons that Dave learned is leave your wife if she's not trying to reach baller status. That's true. Don't let her.
I get it. Like that's a good point.
You need a down ass bitch.
If I married Sally and she was like, I think I'm going to revert to a small baller lifestyle, I'd be like, whoa.
It's like it's like Jim being like, hey, maybe I don't want to do this paper salesman job that I hate. Maybe I want to go do like sports marketing in Philly. And Pam's like, oh, but I like it here. And he's like, well, I'm going to go there. And then she's like, well, I might have an affair with the camera guy. And he's like, what?
Milkshakes may bring boys to the yard, but powder and water bring daddy less overhead. That's a good line, Dave.
Did I write that?
You sure did.
Dude, I used to be funny. I was better back
What
in the
happened to
day.
you?
I don't know. Just fucking age.
You used to be everybody's favorite on this podcast.
I know, dude. My balls got pale.
Oh, pale balls.
Yeah.
Your balls got too pale,
My
man.
balls was pale.
11 comments, though.
Okay,
Hell
that's
yeah.
not a lie. That's not a lie.
Who got the top comment?
Brian McGannon.
Oh, there you go.
34 upvotes. He said, you need to play to win, but you also have to win to play. That's a quote from Michael Scott.
That's right.
There it is.
Again, it
Way to
always
go,
goes
Brian.
back to the office.
Congratulations.
What's the pipeline look like for someone who wants to go from paper sales to sports agent?
Ooh, Will left a comment too.
What'd I say?
Thank you, Will. It's quite generous.
I, for one, enjoyed it. As someone who went in knowing 0% of the story, it went in a much different direction than I originally anticipated. Great comment, Will.
This is serious. Will's trying to facilitate serious discussion.
I think I was doing a bit.
No, I think Will realized that the column was failing. It was like, all right, maybe if I go in there and mix it up.
He was throwing Dave a bone there.
Yeah, it didn't work.
That's funny.
Whatever. I wasn't trying to. Was I obligated to do that column?
No, we just thought it was funny.
We did think it was funny.
You guys don't hear about this kratom stuff?
Oh, yeah.
The all-natural herb related to the coffee plant that's been used in Thailand for centuries.
Of course.
Kratom helps you energize your mind and relax your body. It just helps you feel good, but without feeling impaired. And Super Speciosa only has one ingredient, pure kratom leaf. Dylan, could you speak about kratom real quick for a player?
Yes. My mother, I've shared this in the past. My mother, who has Lyme disease, takes kratom pretty routinely as her condition really just drags her down. She has extreme fatigue all the time. But the Super Speciosa, it really just gives her a lift, makes her energetic. It kind of helps her get through her day, improves her quality of life a bit. So
it can give you a little more courage, can help you out a little bit. You can run the extra mile, can often be used as a pre-workout. And for beginners, we're talking about those capsules, baby. The green strains are the most popular. 100% satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And guess what? They recently made a change. This code can be used again and again for people in our audience that have already used the code before. Try Kratom now and get 20% off. Go to getsuperleaf.com/steam and get 20% off with promo code STEAM. That's getsuperleaf.com/steam. Use promo code STEAM for 20% off. We talked briefly about the new studio. We've been in here. This is our first morning in here. I was a little giddy walking into the office today.
Dude, I legitimately was smiling to myself and laughing. And I was just like, man, I'm very happy to be.
yeah, I am too.
We're kind of in the scene.
Yeah, the vibes have changed. The vibes have shifted in a much more positive direction, I think.
We've gone from an office that was a good starter office for us.
It got the job done. It
got
wasn't
the job
pretty,
done.
but it got the job done.
And I finally feel like we're in a space that actually is very appropriate for what we're doing in life. And it's kind of weird. I almost feel like we're not fully in this place yet. Like I feel like we still have like.
We have quite a bit to do still.
No, but like just talk like I haven't resolved myself to knowing that I'm going to be here every single day.
Yeah.
Kind of horned for it.
No, it's gonna when it starts to come together, and it will pretty quickly. I think we have some things to get rid of, some new things to. We got some desks that are coming that are going to be great.
The blood couch.
Blood couch we're getting rid of, but it's going to be pretty nice in here.
Randy,
cozy and fun.
Randy, does your mic work?
Should.
It should, he said. Great.
Speak into it. Let's find out.
This is a test.
It's
of
not
my
the time to
mic.
test. This is the big show.
Is it working?
It might work. If it doesn't work,
I heard
then
you through the speaker.
people are just going to have to deal with it. Randy, where are we in terms of the actual studio? What % done are we, and what changes can we see going forward?
Oh, we're like 10% done.
Perfect.
Yeah, we have a lot more to go.
Right now, we have a very rudimentary setup.
We do.
Fine with me. I'm a rude boy.
Look, we had to record. You know what I mean? We had to get in here.
It looks better than I envisioned, the setup. Randy, did you hang the curtains yourself? Good. Very impressive. Good job.
Did you use a drill, Randy?
Yeah, we have a wall to put in.
Yeah.
Earlier, a guy walked in from, I think, Amazon. He delivered a package, and he just walked straight in, basically, to the studio. Not quite, but it was distracting. We got to fix stuff like that.
Yeah, he just walked straight into the door and just fell down.
We walked straight in. It's like, what do I do with this box? Like, I don't know. Set it outside?
Let me tell you this. The wall that we put in will not be load bearing.
Why?
I just don't think it's going to serve that utility. I think it's going to be more of just like a barrier
Sure.
from the studio to what will be the bullpen, but is now
I think
the
Dave's
blood
onto
couch.
something here. Yeah.
Now that we have all the furniture and stuff in here, this place feels smaller than I originally thought.
Hey, when are the desks getting here?
Hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, for the first time in Wash Media history, we're going to have something very exciting in the studio, or in the office itself.
Desks.
Bullpen. We're going to have a bullpen area. Headlines, it's going to be nonstop. I want to do headlines on Wednesday. Please let us do headlines on Wednesday.
Shut up.
Why? Why can't we just do headlines on Wednesday? Headlines.
Headlines. We're going to do some original headlines. Dude, that sounds great.
Headlines, Dylan. That's a tease.
Right. I'm so excited to be in here, man.
Can I do Brett's breaking news real quick on
Mhm.
behalf of Brett? Did you see the text he just sent us?
No.
Mm-mm.
We've got a new match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in on this.
Oh,
I'm not.
God.
I'm not.
I
This
will
time
not-
we're not doing pros. We're doing Brady and Rodgers versus Josh Allen and Mahomes.
I don't
I think
care.
that's-
I
I
don't
think
care
that's-
at all about this.
I will watch this.
I will not.
I don't really care about watching amateurs play on television unless they're paired with a pro.
You know I like amateurs as much as the next guy. And that's why I'll be watching this.
I will not.
You are a
Don't care.
verified amateur guy.
Only verifies.
I just don't like. Do we care? Do I care that much about like a bunch of quarterbacks playing a golf round against each other?
I do because I think it would be cool to see. I don't really care about Brady and Rodgers, but Josh Allen and Mahomes obviously played like the best game of all time in the AFC Championship. It'd be cool to see their chemistry. I don't know.
Oh, I just saw a follow-up story. It looks like Mahomes is having his brother on the bag for him.
Dude, he'd be hitting that shit.
I'd be more likely to watch if Jackson was out there.
Do we know where they're doing this year? Because the
Looks like
setting makes a big difference. When they did the Montana one last year around 4th of July time, the setting for that was all time.
I'm
It was
assuming
so
it's
good.
Vegas again because the branding has.
Oh, win Las Vegas. Yep. Vegas, baby.
Damn, I was hoping they were going to do Kaiser.
Winning.
Mm-mm.
Winning.
Mm-mm.
I think Charlie Sheen, if he was a mover, he would get tiger blood on our couch.
Possibly, yeah.
We can leave. We've been going for a while.
There could be some kangaroo blood on the couch. What did you just read that made you look so concerned?
Literally nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm
Folks,
great.
we're boycotting the match this year.
I did see the tweet you wrote about me, Will.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I
it.
wanted to get ahead of it before I forgot.
Not cool, man.
I agree. It was very uncool of you to spoil that show for thousands of people out there. All right. Well, Dad Pod tomorrow on Patreon, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We'll be fielding all the questions. We got some other stuff too that aren't just questions from y'all for Dad Pod. So just keep an eye out. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye.